Hey, Coach, I'm going to catch you at halftime. I'm going to catch, yeah. Fucking toe talks fucking up. You have to restart?
We're going to have to go. I guess it's going to pop up. It's going to pop up.
Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining us here on the Cali Photo Sports Network, live from the Den. It's the 6-6 Southwestern Jaguars hosting the winless Imperial Valley Cougars in our Pacific Coast Athletic Conference play. This is the conference opener as they are announcing the starting lineups. I'm Bo Furtick, so let's go ahead and announce those ourselves. For the visitors, Imperial Valley, guard number 0, Leonel Castillo Jr. Guard wearing number 1, Keith Ward. The all-around player and their best shooter, Imperial Valley's number 2, Israel Bynum. 6'2" guard wearing number 5 and a sophomore on the team. One of the few returners from last year's Imperial Valley team, Leonardo Ariano. And the big for Imperial Valley, number 33, Julian Beltran. And for the home team, Jaguars, it's sophomore point guard number 2, Jason Danzo out of Maryland. Sophomore point guard number 3, Carl Ashley. The sophomore shooting guard averaging 25 points per game, Damascus Sanders out of Bonita Vista. Harlan Nichols will also get the start today. He's a sophomore small forward out of Nevada, averaging 6 points and 5 boards per game. And the big, out of Oceanside, 6'9" center, sophomore Paris Smith, who's averaging 7 points and 6 rebounds as well. Danzo has been a nice addition to this Jaguar team. Second in the state with assists, averaging 6 assists per. And as mentioned, Damascus Sanders. They call him D. Sanders. He's a local product out of Bonita Vista, averaging 25 points per game. That is third best in California. And the Jaguars win the tip. Sanders will throw it up for 3. And Sanders gets the scoring started with the three-pointer. Sanders averaging 25 points per game. His first shot was good. He's scored no lower than 19 in all other games. In the 11 of the 12 other games, he has scored at least 20 points. That's Sanders, and the defensive rebound by Smith. Paris Smith, the big and the returner. Nichols on the box reverse layup, too strong, but Paris Smith cleans that one up for the offensive rebound and the putback. You can see the big body of Smith down low. Now has 2 rebounds and 2 points. Jaguars with an early 5-0 lead. Jaguars at this point started the season 2-4, then won 4 in a row to get to 6-4, and lost their last 2 games. They lost to 4 to Irvine Valley. Inside the lane, can't get the roll. Nichols with the rebound. Nichols will look to push the tempo. Danzo, near side to Ashley, pump fakes, gets his defender in the air and sinks the three-point shot. Carl Ashley with the 3. You can see, great job by Danzo right there in finding his open shooter. That's definitely one of the things the Jaguars were missing last season, just a person who could distribute the ball and find the open shooters. That's 3 field goals for the Jaguars, 2 of them coming from beyond the arc, with 18-19 still remaining in the first half. So for all those fans who are just catching up on Southwestern basketball, let's try this over again. They started the season 2-4, then won 4 games in a row to get to 6-4, then lost their last 2. They lost to West LA by a bucket on December 12th, and then the following day lost to Maricosta 70-66 in overtime to get them back to 500. But as mentioned before, this team is much further along at this point of the season than they were last year. Last year, entering PCAC play, the Jaguars were 3-9 overall, and at this point, they're 6-6. As a couple new players check in, that's Carlos Godinez in for Imperial Valley. Near side, Ariano for 3, short on the shot. Weak side rebound. We have a foul under the basket. Nope, no foul was called. It must have hit the shot clock. Jaguars up early 8-0. Ashley for 3, steps into that. Beautiful looking shot by Ashley. As you can see right here, just steps into rhythm and gets the good look. Ashley now has 2 threes on the night. Give him 6, leading all scorers. 2.5 into this game. Southwestern playing that 2-3 zone, and Danzo intercepts it. He'll go the other way off the glass to Nichols. He wanted Nichols to put it down, but the nice assist from Danzo and the easy bucket for Nichols, his first field goal. Imperial Valley still looking for their first basket of the game, and the runner right there. Good job by Haraz, his first bucket. 3 minutes into this game, it's been all Southwestern early. You can't give an easy look like that, as that one rims out for Sanders, his first miss of the game. Southwestern will drop in a man-to-man zone. Man-to-man from zone. Nichols almost intercepted that pass. Castillo on the drive, kick near side to Godinez, who sinks that three. Nice drive and kick. And that's Imperial Valley's first three. Far side, Ashley. Offensive rebound, Smith loses it. Taken away by Godinez. So after going up 13-0, Imperial Valley has scored the last 5 to cut the deficit to 8. The kick far side, Ariano for 3. That's 2 3-pointers created off the drive. Sanders with the drive, and he gets fouled on the shot. So good job by Imperial Valley guards in driving to the basket and opening up their spot shooters. Ariano with the 3, Godinez with the 3, Carl Ashley with 2 triples, and Sanders started the scoring with a 3 of his own. And that free throw gets the shooter's roll. Sanders now has 4. We have fresh bodies coming onto the court. Caleb Wilson, Quentin Villa, Diego Munoz, and Jalen Bandy. So 4 fresh new bodies on for Southwestern. Sanders will stay in the game. Goes 1 of 2 from the line. And drives right by Sanders. Loose ball picked up by Sanders. Sanders doesn't have the numbers, but he'll take it all the way himself and can't fall. Imperial Valley on the move. This is Castillo Jr., and he'll push it out to slow up the tempo for Imperial Valley. Southwestern drops back in the man-to-man defense. Spin move inside, taken away by Villa. And Munoz from the corner gets the good look and sinks the shot. So Munoz, the freshman shooting guard out of Otay Ranch. This is Sanders 2-on-2, and that ball is deflected out of bounds by Bynum. See if we get this transition in play right here. 2-on-2. He probably could have dished it off, but he wanted to create the foul as well. Nice defense right there by Bynum, Imperial Valley's best all-around player. So Jaguars came out on a 13-0 run, and now Imperial Valley on an 8-4 run of themselves. The drive, the kick. No travel called. Cross-court pass near side to Munoz. He hit that corner 3. Munoz on the drive, and he gets fouled on the drive. So a little over 5 minutes into this game. Southwestern 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scores. 5 guys in the score box. That's impressive for a team who averaged 50 points per game last season. This season, they shoot better than 41% from the field, 34% from beyond the arc, and averaging 70 points per game. As mentioned, those last 2 games were heartbreakers for Southwestern, losing in overtime to Maricosta 70-66. And the day and game right before that against West LA, lost by a bucket 73-71 in the West LA tournament. They were also out in LA for the Wild West shootout, and they beat Barstow 91-78. The Jaguars did. Sanders had his best game of the season, 35 points off of 6 threes. Danzo had 15 points, 6 boards, and 4 assists, and Ashley had 14 points and 4 steals against Barstow. The season high for Sanders is 35. He got that against Barstow. And for Danzo, he had a season-high 15 assists. It's one of the reasons why he's second in the state in assists. The transfer. Played at Palomar for a little bit. Has done great here for Southwestern. The inbound pass is stolen by Godinez. Imperial Valley looking to push it. Loses the ball. Has a guy open, baseline drive. Reverse layup. Offensive rebound, unable to put back. Goes up strong, and the foul. So you can see the reverse layup here. Offensive rebound, too many opportunities off the offensive glass. Southwestern definitely needs to do a better job of rebounding. I'm sure Shelley will say something about that at halftime. Israel Bynum to the line on his first free throw attempt is good. Bynum's first point. And the four bodies that went off initially come back on. Carl Ashley. Looks like Harlan Nichols as well back in the game. Sanders with the ball. Johnson sees his first game action here today. He's on the opposite side in the corner. This is Ashley. Already has 2 threes this game. Danzo from the top of the key. And Danzo showing you his range. That one's from deep. His first field goal of the night, and Jaguars back with a double-digit lead. So we know the ability of Danzo to distribute. And that was a nice-looking shot from deep. Danzo had 19 and 10 versus West LA, 16 and 10 versus Mount San Antonio, 18 and 5 versus Irvine, 18-5 rebounds and 6 assists against Irvine, and 15 assists against El Camino. So not only can Danzo fill the box score shooting, but he can open things up for other players as well. Keith Ward comes off. Replacing him back on the court is Castillo Jr. The guard. This is Castillo, guarded by Danzo. Southwestern will stay in that man-to-man defense. Crossover, Bynum to the cup, off the glass. Nice move by Bynum right here, one-on-one with Ashley, and Bynum got the best of him. His first field goal of the night cuts the deficit back to single digits. Under 13 remaining, Ashley on the drive, the finger roll, and gets fouled on the shot. You see right there, the defender just got over a little too late. Ashley leads all scorers with 6. He's one of Southwestern's 4 returners from last season. And that one's off the mark. And Sanders comes back in, replacing Johnson. And Ariano back in, replacing Haraz, as Haraz heads to the bench with 2. And 0 of 2 from the line for Southwestern. Jaguars still have yet to create a turnover off the full court pressure, but they do right here as they get the half court violation. Great job right here and putting pressure on the ball. Nice hands in the lane by Danzo. You need quick athletes and intelligent players to be able to position themselves in the right spot to not get beat. You definitely leave yourself susceptible on the back end. Sanders from downtown, in and out as he falls to the ground. 12:30 still remaining in the first half. It's been all Jaguars here early. The back cut knocked away by Danzo. Who was it off? It was off the Jaguars. It will remain Imperial Valley ball under the basket. 18 still on the shot clock. It's an open look. Weak side rebound, D. Sanders. He'll look to push it up. Nichols on the wing. He'll get it. Pump fake. Cross-court pass to Sanders. Good defense by Imperial Valley getting back. Danzo for three. And one and done for the Jaguars. Rebound by Beltran. Ariano will look to push the tempo. The drive by Bynum. The reverse layup. Good. Nice job by Bynum off the glass. And that's his second field goal. And Sanders responds with the three. That's Sanders' second triple of the night. He leads all scorers with 7. Extends the lead back to double digits for the Jaguars. Pass near side. Bynum in the corner will drive. Poked away by Sanders, and it will remain Imperial Valley ball with 11 on the shot clock. 5 threes for Southwestern compared to 2 triples for Imperial Valley. On the box, and that's an easy look for Godinez. That's his second field goal. Give him 5. Cuts the deficit back to 8. Looks like Imperial Valley will play a 1-2-2 zone. Could be a 3-2 zone with that high point on the ball by Ariano. Usually if it's a 1-2-2, you'll have Ariano pick up the ball a little higher. Now that the ball's under the basket, Imperial Valley will drop to a 2-3. Beautiful movement under the basket, and Nichols with the easy look. His second bucket, he now has 4, extends the lead back to 10. Southwestern will drop back into a 2-3 zone. Beltran inside the lane off the mark. Rebound Ashley. Ashley to Sanders. Sanders will pull up from 3. Long rebound by Ariano. Southwestern back in the man-to-man defense. And Sanders almost got the best of Castillo right there. Coming up on the halfway point, Bynum on the drive. Nice help defense by Smith, but a better finish by Bynum right there. 6 points, 3 field goals, all of them coming on layups for the sophomore guard. Cuts the deficit back to 8. Ashley for 3. That one was off the shot clock. Nice look by Ashley. He hit 2 early threes and is 0 of 2 since from beyond the arc. Now under 10 minutes remaining. It's been around that 8 to 10 point deficit for Imperial Valley. The kick near side, Godinez, and weak side rebound by Smith. Nichols pump fakes. Sanders drives baseline and stepped out of bounds. So Paris Smith only has 2 points but has 4 rebounds already, 3 or 4. This is unofficially, as I'm doing scorebook, instant replay and play-by-play here on the campus of Southwestern. Jaguars up 8. The drive inside the lane and the finish by Ariano. He now has 5. Southwestern, I'd say in the last 3 to 4 minutes of game time, have given up a lot of easy points near the basket. Smith down low. And you love to see the local product out of Oceanside establish himself. That is his second field goal inside the lane. Give him 4. The drive by Bynum. No shot, foul on the floor. That is only the second team foul on the Jaguars compared to 4 team fouls for Imperial Valley. Imperial Valley looking to cut this deficit to 2 possessions. That's Keith Ward, guarded by Johnson. Good defense by Johnson. Nichols on defense, good defense, but the back cut by Ward left wide open. And Ward, Johnson, you could see on defense, got lost. Lost Ward. And Imperial Valley cuts it to 6. And Sanders gets fouled on the 3-point attempt. Nice job by Ariano in contending that shot, but got the hand of Sanders. He'll head to line to shoot 3 free throws. Sanders leads all scorers with 7. Make that 8. As 6'11" center out of Mount Miguel, Caleb Wilson checks in, and we'll check back out. He was going to check in if it was just 2 free throws, but that was a 3-point shot. So now Caleb Wilson will check in, replacing Nichols. Nichols heads to the bench with 4 points. And Sanders, first player to 10 points in tonight's contest, increases the lead back to 9 for Southwestern. 8 minutes remaining in the first half. And it's been anywhere from 6 to a dozen points that the Jaguars have been up. Nice give and go. Nice ball movement on the far side. Beltran for 3, rims out. Loose ball. Wilson to the floor. You love to see the 6'11" center hit the ground first. Leaves a wide open look for Sanders. You can see the great effort by Wilson right there. Danzo with his head up finds the shooter. And Sanders with his 3rd 3 of the night. Give him 13, now leading all scorers. Increases the lead back to a dozen. And they'll drop in the 2-3 zone. Difficult look. Nice job by Wilson in contending that shot. You could see it right here. Wilson playing on the box in that 2-3 zone. And you could do that when you have that crazy wingspan. Definitely a difficult look for Beltran as Johnson checks back in for Southwestern. So Southwestern has 2 bigs in now. 6'9" Paris Smith and 6'11" Caleb Wilson. That's a tough shot from deep as Southwestern goes 1 and done. Southwestern will drop back in that 2-3 zone. Beltran pass near side. The fake by Castillo. He'll eventually give it to Ariano in the corner. Weak side rebound, Sanders. Doesn't have the numbers. Kicks it to Danzo. Nice look down low to Wilson as Wilson throws it down for the jam. Beautiful dish from Danzo to Wilson. And the first dunk of the night goes to Southwestern. And they tie their largest lead up by 14. Coming up on the 6-minute mark. The 3 by Godinez. Rebound by Johnson. Good job by Godinez in slowing the ball down. Pass down low to Smith. Little turnaround mini hook. And Smith now with the half a dozen. And Jaguars with their largest lead up 16 with 5:40 remaining in the first half. Godinez on the drive, finds Beltran on the box, and blocked by Wilson. Danzo wanted to push the tempo. Danzo on the drive to Wilson on the box. Another dish to Paris Smith. And you gotta love the ball movement I would have almost liked to see Wilson be a little bit more selfish right there, but Danzo on the drive found Wilson, who found Smith. Too strong on the shot, but he got fouled on the attempt. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Paris Smith, close to a handful of rebounds already. Gets that shooter's roll on his first attempt. As Ashley checks back in for Johnson. Smith has a really nice touch for a big. And gets the shooter's roll again. Give him 8 as he goes 2 of 2 from the line. And Jaguars now with their largest lead, up 18. Let's see how the Jaguars can close out this half. They started the half off well. And that was a travel by Keith Ward. So it's Johnson, Wilson, Sanders, Smith, and Jason Danzo on the floor for Southwestern. Against a 1-3-3, and the beautiful dish. And look, Danzo with the no-look assist to Smith on the box. Smith now has 10. It's tough for me to keep assists, but I'd say Danzo has close to 4 or 5 assists as well in this first half. Jaguars with their largest lead, up 20. Smith pickpockets the ball handler. Danzo dishes the trail. Good job by Wilson running the court. Go back straight up with it, big man. And gets called for the travel. So you can already see why Danzo is second in the state in assists as he comes off the court along with Smith. The no-look passes, getting the ball up the court quickly to Sanders for easy looks. Something the Jaguars were missing last year. They just didn't have that pure point guard that could run tempo like that. Maybe Devin Hilliard, the sophomore guard from Mission Bay last year. But Danzo just, you could tell he has a extra vision. The drive, weak side rebound by Nichols. Nice defense by Wilson in contending that layup. And the drive by Villa. Villa's first field goal. Make that his second field goal for 4 points. Oh, no, I was right. I'm sorry. Wilson had that dunk for 2. Villa with his first field goal. Down low, Bynum. Once again, Wilson. Looked like Wilson got a piece of that. Ashley, step back. Falls to the ground. Rebound, Nichols. From the top of the key, that's Villa off the mark. Coming up on the 3-minute mark. Jaguars up 22. Their largest margin of the night. Jaguars average 70 points per game. They're past that. If they continue this mark, they'll be over 80 tonight with 3 minutes and counting here in the first half. Trying to look down low. Wilson, trap him in the corner, trap him in the corner. They had him. Cross-court pass. Ariano gets his rebound back. Wilson in the air. Count the bucket and 1. Wilson. It's one of the downfalls about being a shot blocker. Get caught up in the air. When you're 6'11", easier said than done. But you just got to get your hands up. Especially when a guy that's standing 6'2", close to a foot shorter than you, is driving right at you. Wilson has done well here tonight, both on the offensive and defensive side. Imperial Valley was definitely getting easier looks in this first half on the drive, but Wilson has come in. Sanders for 3. Sanders now with 4 threes in this first half. Leading all scorers with 17. His season high in a game is 35. He's on that mark here today. The hezi by Castillo kicks to the corner to Godinez. Weak side, poked out of bounds by Imperial Valley. So 4 threes and 4 free throws for Sanders. That's 16 points, leading all scorers. This ball poked away near side by Castillo Jr. will remain Southwestern ball. Under 2 minutes remaining. Looks like Jason Danzo will check back in, replacing Quentin Villa. Danzo on top. Sanders in the corner. He'll drive inside the lane. Can't get the roll. Imperial Valley looking to cut into this deficit. Near side, that's Ariano for 3. And the rebound by Danzo. He'll look to push. Spin move by one defender. Near side to a wide open Sanders for 3. Short on the shot. Castillo Jr. Now ball will remain Southwestern ball under their basket with 1:23. Eight threes for Southwestern compared to 2 threes for Imperial Valley. Nice screen by Nichols. And the long rebound by Sanders. Danzo with an open look. And he'll hit the 3. Danzo just steps in the rhythm. And that is his second 3 of the night. Give him 8 for Southwestern. Jaguars with their largest lead. Bynum on the drive. The kick far side to Godinez. Can't fall. Nichols rebound. Jaguars could go 2 for 1 if they shoot it quickly. Ashley on the drive off the glass, too strong. Rebound Wilson. They can still go 2 for 1. Not anymore. Ashley from the corner. That's a difficult shot. And he finds nothing but nets. Carl Ashley now with 3 threes in this first half. Nice looking shot by Ashley, falling to the ground, well defended. Imperial Valley will rely on one last shot. Stolen away. This is Ashley in open court. And he'll finish with the layup. He now has 11. And that will end first half action. We'll see if we can catch up with Coach Shelley as the Jaguars lead 54-24 over Imperial Valley. Not bad. We'll see. Coach. Grab you real quick. That's not a bad way to start the first half, Coach.
All right. Hope we can keep it up.
54 points.
Good. Nice job by your team by players.
Thank you. I need a little bit more.
Great.
All right. We are courtside here at the Den. I'm joined by head coach Shelley. Shelley, 54 points in the first half. Can you guys keep it up is the question.
That's a great question. I think we can keep it up. If we keep pressuring the ball, when they shoot long jump shots, box out, get the rebounds and push, I think we can keep our lead up, probably push up a little bit more.
On the defensive side, Imperial Valley got a couple easy looks, about that 5-minute stretch, 5 to 10 minutes. But then you brought Wilson in, and then he kind of stepped it up and started making it more difficult for the layups.
So Caleb's our freshman, 6'11", big guy, as you guys can see. He controls the paint. So anytime we have him in the game, we expect him to not give up any layups. So he's our shot blocker. So anytime he gets in the paint, no layups.
Danzo's been nice in transition, finding Sanders early and finding the bigs on the box. What can you tell about his play in that first half?
Great. He's our point guard, one of our leaders. He always try to find DM for open shots, and then he try to find our bigs. You know, he loves pairs, so he's always looking for pairs. He's starting to trust Caleb a little bit more. So as he trusts Caleb more, you might see a little bit more lobs and dunks for those two.
And what would you like to see in the second half? Obviously, up 30. Everything pretty much went well for you in that first half. What would you like to see more of in the second?
So our limit is 65 on the defensive end. They have 24 right now, so try to hold them underneath 65, maybe even 40, 45 at this point. So just some more defense, getting out and running. If we can hit some more shots like that the second half, hit shots.
I appreciate your time, Coach. Best of luck to you second half. And that will do it for first half action. Jaguars 54, Imperial Valley 24. Stay with us for second half action on the Cali Photo Sports Network.
posted it sounded like it was going to be a 2-game run or
And back with you here at the Den for second half action, coming to you live from Chula Vista, California. It's the Jaguars 54, Imperial Valley 24 here on the Cali Photo Sports Network. Let's get into our leading scorers in that first half. Leading all scorers with 5 threes from beyond the arc was Bonita Vista local product Damascus Sanders with 19. Paris Smith got into double digits with 10 and a handful of rebounds. Carl Ashley started hot with a couple threes, ended up with 8 in that first half. Jason Danzo has 5, leads all players in assists. Diego Munoz hit a triple as well in that first half. And Quentin Villa and Caleb Wilson. Wilson had that dunk, Villa had that layup. And on the other side for Imperial Valley, Godinez and Ariano each have 5. Leading all scorers, or leading Imperial Valley scorers, is Israel Bynum with 7. And Haraz and Keith Ward each have a bucket with 2. Southwestern, after doing this game and last season, that was the best first half I had seen Southwestern put together, both on the offensive side and defensive side, with their size, athleticism, and outside shooting and anticipation. All right, Ashley with the steal and gets fouled from behind. As you can see right here, just beautiful anticipation, fighting through the screen. Ward needed to set a screen right there, but Ashley does a good job at anticipating that pass and heads to the line. This will be Ashley's first free throw attempts of the night. First one is good. Jaguars have been back and forth, dropping in and out of that man defense and zone defense. And it's made it difficult on the offensive side for Imperial Valley. We mentioned that 5-minute run where Imperial Valley was getting easier looks near the basket as Ashley goes 2 of 2 from the line. And they brought in Caleb Wilson in the 6'11" forward, center, whatever you want to call it. Definitely made an impact. Beltran pull-up jumper, strong on the shot. This is Danzo. He'll look to go coast to coast, kicks it near side to a wide open Ashley for 3, short on the shot. Ashley gets his rebound back off the drive with the left. Rebound, Bynum. Beltran will look to push the tempo. Ooh, nice look to Ward, but poked away down low by Danzo. Diego Munoz will check in, replacing Carl Ashley. Ashley will head to the bench with 10. That's now 3 Jaguar players in double digits. And Jonathan Haraz checks in, replacing Leonel Castillo. Haraz comes on with 2 points. Godinez in the corner. Ball movement near side to Ward. Southwestern coming out in the second half in their man-to-man defense. The switch, Munoz. The drive by and the floater by Beltran. Beltran now has 2, and Imperial Valley's first basket here in the second half. Nichols on the drive. Nice dish down low. Nichols with the assist. Smith with the points. And Smith now has a baker's dozen. The drive by Ward. Good job by Paris Smith in coming out and contending that running shot. Pull-up jumper from 17, short by Munoz. Ward almost gets caught with the double team. Gets out of trouble. 20 on the shot clock. That's Bynum, guarded by Munoz. The freshman standing at 6'3" out of Otay Ranch. Pull-up jumper from 17. Loose ball. Scooped up by Jason Danzo. Danzo will look to push. Kick far side to Sanders. Pump fakes on the drive. Blocked from behind. And it will remain Southwestern ball down low. You can see right here, nice drive by Nichols and the finish by Smith. Jaguars were up 30 to start this second half, and that one goes through the hands of Danzo. I don't know if it was too hot to handle or if Danzo just wasn't really expecting it that quick. But the turnover back to Imperial Valley. Loose ball scooped up by Sanders. 3-on-1. Sanders will take it himself, and the layup. Sanders, with the hesitation, got the defender off balance just enough. And we have a full timeout by head coach Andrew Robinson in his 8th season as Imperial Valley head coach. Coach Robinson also grew up in San Diego, played basketball at Lincoln High School. So let's go through the games for Southwestern while we have a break. They opened the season with a 66-65 win over Cooper Mountain, then lost a tough one by 3 against Maricosta, 62-59. Palomar, they were the team to beat last year. They played them tough. Sanders had 31 on that night, but they lost to the Comets 85-70 in their 3rd game, then responded nicely with a 9-point win over Cypress to even their record at 2-2. Then they lost their next 2 to LA Harbor and Santiago Canyon. Those both losses were by double digits. Then they went on a 4-game winning streak, their best of the season to get back over 500, beating El Camino, Irvine Valley, Mount San Antonio, and Barstow 91-78 to get to 6-4, back over 500. And then those last 2 games in that West LA tournament, lost a tough one again to Maricosta in overtime, 70-66, and lost by a bucket to West LA, 73-71. That got them back at 6-6, back to 500. At this point last year, they started PCAC play at 3-9. Keith Ward on the drive, weak side rebound by Nichols, the outlet pass to Danzo, and Danzo with the finger roll. You can hear from the bench, someone wanted to see a jam. I wanted to see a jam as well. Danzo now has double digits with 10. Actually make that 8 for Danzo. Nah, make that 10. Little foreshadowing. Nice dish. And Danzo now has 10. So that's Danzo with 10, Ashley with 10, Sanders with 21, and Paris Smith with a dozen. So 4 scorers for Southwestern in double digits. The long wide open pass to Castillo Jr. with the easy lay-in. This is Danzo on top. Down low to Paris Smith, the interior pass, stolen away by Castillo Jr. Oh, no double dribble. It looked like Castillo might have touched that ball with 2 hands on the reset. Castillo guarded by Nichols. Bynum for 3, sinks it. Bynum, his first 3 of the night. He's now the first Imperial Valley scorer in double digits. He has 10. 4 minutes into this second half. Sanders from downtown, nothing but net. Sanders now has 6 threes in this game. With 24, the easy lay-in. But Paris Smith with the rebound. One-on-one, Danzo to the cup. And a nice finish by Danzo. He now has 12. So a single game high for Sanders is 6 threes. That's where he's at right now. He had 6 threes against Barstow. That was his career high, 35 points. 6 threes tonight have given him 24. Well contended down low, too strong on the shot by Danzo. It's been all Jaguars here in this ball game. From start, hopefully to finish. Can they finish strong is the question, up 38. The back cut by Castillo Jr. Kick near side to Beltran, short on the shot. Rebound by Haraz. That will reset the shot clock for Imperial Valley. Bynum got his defender in the air on the shot. Count the bucket and 1. Great job in Bynum using his body right there and creating just enough space to get that shot off. Bynum now has a dozen, leading all Imperial Valley scorers, as Johnson and Villa check in, replacing Nichols and Danso. Israel Bynum, good on his attempt. He now has 13, leading all Imperial Valley scorers. A little over 5 minutes into this second half. Southwestern crosses the half-court line. Sanders pump fake, step back jumper for three, and is fouled on the shot. You see, good job by defense in getting back. You love Haraz contending that shot, but a little too aggressive. This will be Sanders' second trip to the line, shooting 3 free throws. He's 4 of 5, make it 5 of 6 on the night from the free throw line. And that's what you create when you're shooting the ball so well from beyond the arc. You have to come out and contest. You can't give up easy looks, and sometimes you can be a little too aggressive. As Godinez checks in, he's replacing Jonathan Haraz, who heads to the bench with 2. Godinez has 5, comes back onto the court. And Sanders now 7 of 8 from the line. He had 19 in that first half, now has 8 within the first 6 minutes of this half. So he now has 27. This shot from the corner by Imperial Valley, poked out. Loose ball scooped up by Sanders. Sanders 3-on-2, the layup. Sanders off the left side. He now has 29. Sanders career high 35, flirting with that. Beltran for 3, rims in and out. Sanders, he'll pull up from 3, yes. You can see this right in rhythm. Beautiful looking shot. Sanders now has 7 threes on the night. Give him 30. Blocked by Wilson. Johnson in transition, near side to Sanders. Off the glass, too strong. Loose ball. Wilson tried to save it. Coach Shelley wanted a foul. No luck. So Sanders had 5 threes in that first half. He has 2 threes in this second half. This is Munoz near side. Eight on the shot clock. Bynum on the drive. Well contended by Wilson. Wilson's done a great job since coming in on the defensive side, contending any layup opportunity. And Ashley got the rebound, fell to the floor. It gets called for the traveling violation. Sanders has 13 in this second half, giving him 32 on the night, leading all scorers. He's 3 points away from tying his career high and 4 points away from creating a new one. So a lot of time left in regulation, 13 and counting. Castillo steps in the rhythm, and that one rims in and out. A little unlucky for Castillo Jr. Nice on-ball defense by Bynum as he pokes that one away. It will remain Southwestern ball with 19 on the shot clock. This is Villa on top. Scratch that, make that bandy. Sanders, pump fakes, gets his defender in the air, hesitates to the cup. And Sanders, whether it's from beyond the arc or inside the lane, he is finishing. Sanders now has 34. 8 on the shot clock. Southwestern in a 2-3 zone. The long three by Bynum is good. His second triple here in the second half. Bandy gets called for the offensive foul. So Bynum, Imperial Valley's best all-around player, now has 16 on the night. As Quentin Villa, the freshman small forward out of Madison High School, checks back in. 4 returners for Southwestern this season, and they're all sophomores. Paris Smith, D. Sanders, Harlan Nichols, and Carl Ashley all have had impact plays here tonight. Castillo Jr. thought his player was in the corner. Haraz was looking to come up from behind on a missed layup or a second attempt. A little miscommunication by Imperial Valley. Sanders on top of the key. He'll pull up from 3, short on the shot. Scratch that. That was Danzo on the shot attempt. That one blocked by Wilson. Wilson doing a great job coming from the box and contending that shot from beyond the arc. Carl Ashley checks off the floor. Replacing him is Harlan Nichols. But Wilson, such a good job. His wingspan makes it much easier on the defensive side to play a little bit more aggressive if you're a guard for Southwestern, knowing you have 6'11" Caleb Wilson down low. Harlan Nichols unable to get out there in time. And Ariano, his first 3 in the second half. Give him 8. Nice save by Nichols under his own basket. Leaves a wide open Villa for 3. And we have an injured player on the floor. Looks like sophomore Leonardo Ariano comes up limping. Replacing him is Carlos Godinez. Ariano will head to the bench with 8. So Nichols, Bandy, Villa, Danzo, and Wilson. And this ball stolen. To the cup. Nice defense by Quentin Villa. Intercepting that pass. Jaguars average 70 points per game. They are now at 79 right now. Their highest scoring output on the season. Let's see. They had 76 against El Camino. I don't think they've reached 80s yet. So this will be the first time Southwestern has reached 80 points here this season, as Villa goes 2 of 2 from the line. And Shelley still wants to apply full court pressure, up by more than double of Imperial Valley's point total right now. This open look. Imperial Valley 1 and done. Chance Stout in for the game for the first time today. Off the mark. Wilson got that ball initially but was poked away. Oh, and a big collision right there. That was Munoz and Bandy on the collision, and it's good to see Munoz get back up quickly. That foul was called on Bandy, the freshman guard out of Gary, Indiana. Now past the halfway mark here in the second half. And similar to the first half, it's been all Jaguars in this one. Shooting well from beyond the arc and playing good defense. That one poked away by Villa. And taken right back by Imperial Valley. The kick to the corner. In and out. Nichols with the defensive rebound. He'll get it back. Nichols on the drive. The kick far side. Matthews. Kashawn Matthew with a nice move on the box. Uses his pivot foot to create some space. And the freshman power forward out of Hoover gets his first bucket of the night. And you love to see a player come in a game like this and the bench go wild on a simple layup. You love to see it. Scoring the basketball and getting up and down the court offensively has been one of the pros to Southwestern's winning ways here in this game. And up until this season, really playing together as a team. Coach Shelley was really impressed with how well these guys have gelled, returning only 4 players. Talked to him before the game as well, asking him if he wanted those 4 sophomores to be the leaders or did they just step up. And he said a little bit of both. He wasn't going to give any freshmen the right to be a team leader. They're going to have to earn their right. And the first defensive effort by Southwestern in creating the shot clock violation. So you love to see the defense keep working. Up 43. Nice ball movement around the perimeter. Pull-up jumper. Off the mark. Munoz in transition with the layup. And Munoz, his first field goal. Sanders hesitates, drives, pull up inside the lane, and he now has a career high 36. Unofficially. And that one high off the glass. Nice back and forth action from Imperial Valley and Southwestern. And that shot off the mark. Sanders weak side rebound, fadeaway jumper, short on the shot. Loose ball. And that one poked away by Villa, but got a little bit too much body as we have fresh bodies coming back on the floor for Southwestern. Caleb Wilson, Carl Ashley, Jason Danzo, and Paris Smith in for Southwestern. Southwestern hasn't played in about 10 or 11 days, so they're still really fresh. Their next game is this upcoming Friday against Grossmont here at the Den. Ariano for 3, short on the shot. Danzo, the point guard, done a great job today in finding the open shooters in transition. Wilson with the rebound, put back. The tip no good, put back no good. Smith gets the rebound. Let's see that action down low. With 6'11" Caleb Wilson and 6'10" Paris Smith, Southwestern should be dominating the boards, and they did on that possession right there. You love to see the Jaguars still working. Up 41 with 7:11 remaining in regulation. Paris Smith, 2 of 2 from the line. Make that 3 of 3. He has 13. Beltran, Bynum, and Ward back into the game for Imperial Valley. Bynum leads all Imperial Valley scorers with 10, 13, 16 points. And that one off the mark by Smith. His first miss from the free throw line. Nice hezzy by Munoz, getting by the defender. And the foul on the floor. That's not a bad foul. That is the 5th team foul for Southwestern. The drive by Munoz. Weak side rebound by Ward. The three by Bynum from the corner. Nice rebound by Wilson on the weak side. Danzo kicks it near side. Carl Ashley from the corner. Short on the shot. Rebound Wilson. Nice dish from Wilson to Ashley. Unable to finish down low. Wilson has been a nice addition. The 6'11" local product out of Mount Miguel has both played well offensively and defensively. The 3-on-2. Ashley spits the two defenders and the finish. Ashley now with a dozen. Ward on the drive, kicks near side, coming up on the 6-minute mark here in regulation. Ward on the drive. Wilson unable to get there in time on the help defense. One of the easier looks for Imperial Valley. Sanders for three. The tip back, no good. And ball remains Southwestern ball under their basket. Sanders fired away. And great job on the weak side by Ashley in trying to tip that one back in. Sanders pump fakes, pulls up from 17, sinks it. Sanders now has a career high 38. Sanders with 19 in the first half and with 19 in the second half. 7 threes on the night as well. Sanders was fouled on the runner. No call. And that one blocked again by Wilson. Wilson has, if he doesn't have a handful of blocks already, he's close to it with at least 4. Danso hits the trailer. Ashley on the layup. And nice job by Danzo. Just slows the tempo and waits for his trailer to come. Ashley now has 14. It's the highest point total by the Jaguars this season at 92. Trying to get to 100 here tonight. I heard if they get to 100, it's free tacos for everyone. Pablo, I'm not sure if that's true or not, but we'll have to find out at the end of the game. With all the fans in the stands, I'm sure they'll be excited to hear about that. I wouldn't mind some free tacos. Jaguars 8 points away from 100. Bynum on the drive, uses the left, and the finish. Bynum has 11 in the second half, give him 18 on the night. Kick near side, Carl Ashley for 3 off the mark. Rebound Wilson, finish it down low, big man. You got the rebound, you earned that. Now get the points. Nice footwork down low by Wilson. He now has 4. And even other than the points, he's done a lot of things that don't show up in the box score, whether it's contending layups or just getting back in transition, offensively and defensively. Caleb Wilson has done a great job here tonight. And with Paris Smith and Caleb Wilson both on the floor, Southwestern has great size. Even if you're looking at their guards, right? Carl Ashley stands at 6'3". Jason Danzo stands at 6'2". Really, their smallest guard is D. Sanders, but he's a shooting guard. Harlan Nichols stands at 6'6". Paris Smith 6'9", Caleb Wilson 6'11". So size along with athleticism has definitely shown in this basketball game here tonight for the Jaguars. 6 points away from 100. I think they got 100 once last year at Cuyamaca College. On the road at Cuyamaca, it was one of their last games of the season. Bynum, Imperial Valley's better player on the drive, too strong on the shot. Sanders has a career high 38. Can he go for 41 from the top of the key? Can't get the shooter's roll. Wilson with another rebound down low. You got to keep that ball high. Keep it high. There it is. Can't finish from point-blank range. The putback, no good. Great work by Wilson down low, though. You just got to finish in transition. And Wilson does a great job in getting back and pinning that ball to the backboard. So, right, a little unlucky on the offensive end. Drop your head, but Wilson in transition pins the ball to the backboard. You love to see it. Obviously, after a couple point-blank misses, you know, you could just drag down up 40-plus points, but Wilson, with the motor that he has, came back and didn't allow Bynum to complete the three-point play. Bynum will head to line to shoot two. As Carl Ashley and Jason Danzo check back in, Paris Smith comes off along with Wilson. Looks like Smith will end his night with 13, and Wilson will end his night with 4. Each one of those players, at least 6 rebounds. Wilson had a handful of blocks. Both those guys played really well as bigs against a smaller team in Imperial Valley. They did exactly what you want to see against a smaller opponent. Danzo on the drive gets fouled on the layup. See Danzo just get the ball up so quickly. Nice hesitation. And as a point guard, obviously you start the ball on offense, but you don't necessarily need to bring the ball all the way up, and Danzo does such a great job in finding that outlet on the wing. Although most of the time he is the outlet himself, but finding their shooting guards like Carl Ashley and Damascus Sanders. He's done a great job here today, Danzo has, in transition. This ball stolen away by Quinton Villa, the freshman small forward out of Madison. So you'd love to see the local products, right? Diego Munoz, who got a bucket earlier out of Otay Ranch. Carl Ashley from Inglewood in the LA area. Sanders out of Bonita Vista. Jason Martinez, who didn't play tonight, out of San Isidro. Chance Stout, who got a little bit of play out of Steel Canyon. Paris Smith out of Oceanside. Quinton Villa out of Madison. Caleb Wilson out of Mount Miguel. Kashawn Matthew, who had that layup on the box. He's from Hoover. Christian Gambeau, who's not here tonight, he played at La Jolla. And nice, strong rebound by Ashley. Almost lost his dribble, regained it. In transition, coast to coast. But the putback by Nichols. Nichols now has a half a dozen. 4 points away from 100. Bynum on the drive. He now leads all Imperial Valley scorers with 20. Sanders on the drive with the left. Sanders now has a career-high 40. And Carl Anthony will head to line to shoot two. No pressure, Carl, but if you sink these 2 free throws, free tacos for everyone. I'm just kidding about the free tacos. Ashley can't connect on his first attempt. See, Ashley had 8 in the first half with 2 threes and has 2 field goals in the second half. He has 14 on the night. Make that 15 on the night. Jaguars 1 point away from 100. And some will say, you know, Coach Shelley trying to run up the score. I don't think Coach Robinson of Imperial Valley will say that, as well as I. Obviously, haven't played in 10 or 11 days, just starting PCAC play. It's important to get these big wins to start conference play. You want to start the conference strong. Sanders from downtown. The putback too strong by Diego Munoz. the freshman guard out of Otay Ranch. Turnaround jumper from the baseline. Nice looking turnaround jumper by Munoz. His second field goal of the second half. Give him 4. Can Southwestern get to 100? Nichols intercepted by Bynum. Unofficially, I have Damascus Sanders with a career-high 40. That one blocked by Ashley. See right here, Ashley one-on-one was with the ball handler step for step, and the easy block by Ashley. I'd say the Jaguars, with Wilson's 4 or 5, Ashley has a couple, Nichols has 1 or 2. Jaguars have close to 10 blocks here tonight. Rebound by Nichols. Danzo one-on-one, hesitates, kicks it near side, wide open. Sanders for 3, yes. Sanders now has 43 on the night and 9 threes. Jaguars get to 100. Sanders will keep shooting. This one short on the shot. Sanders will hold as he gets fouled. And Imperial Valley in the bonus. So Sanders will head to line to shoot a 1-and-1. So 5 threes in the first half. 4 threes in the second half. That's 9 from beyond the arc. Unofficially, I have him at 43. Make that 44. Career high for Sanders. He had 35 against Barstow. And that was the season high for Southwestern with 91 points. Southwestern will get a season high here tonight. As our player of the game will be D. Sanders. We will catch up with him. The Bonita Vista product played right across the street in high school. And the Jaguars will get back over 500 at 7-6 as they start the Pacific Coast Athletic Conference with a win, beating Imperial Valley 104-55. Stay with us as we are going to catch up with D. Sanders, our player of the game. All right, we are now courtside with our player of the game, Damascus Sanders. Unofficially, 9 threes for 43 points, a career high for you. What was obviously the shooting was going well for you tonight. Did you feel like you were coming into this game hot?
Honestly, I just prepared for every game, you know. And once I seen the first one go in, I just felt confident. After I want to hit another one, and the teammates kept sharing the ball with me, so I just kept shooting it.
The team has definitely relied on you as a shooter. Talk about the mentality that goes into these games for you, knowing you have to lead your team on the offensive side.
I just feel confident every day. You know, I just put the work in, practice hard every day, lead the team during practice, pregame. So I just feel like we all can come in together collectively.
At this point in the season, last season, it seems like you guys are much further along this season. Talk about that. What's been the things going well for you guys?
I just feel like this year we have more team chemistry. We all know how to play each other. We share the ball with each other. And we also close off the court, too, so that comes along with it.
And then defensively, you guys only allowed 55. You guys put up 104. best scoring output. Defensively, it's nice to have bigs down low like Caleb Wilson and Paris Smith.
Yeah, I'm just happy that we got both those bigs down there because we only had one big last year, Paris, but now we got two of them. It just makes it even better.
You guys have Grossmont coming up. What do you guys need to continue to do well on Friday?
I'll do the same thing we did today. Play defense, keep them low-scoring game, and just the opposite for us, keep it high.
Unofficially, like I said, 9 threes, a career-high 43 points for D. Sanders. Heck of a game. Way to start off PCAC play. That will do it from the Den as the Jaguars improve to 7-6 overall and 1-0 in PCAC play as they beat Imperial Valley 104-55. And we will see you Friday here at the Den as the Jaguars take on Grossmont in PCAC play. See you then. What's wrong, buddy? It's okay. The game's over.